Hello, Libra. Thank you guys so much for joining me here for the extended. You guys must want some more information on how to perfect this art of balancing within yourself. So I did actually just do a little bit of brief shuffling and we ended up here again on the Temperance card. I love that this is the energy that was needed here for you to achieve your highest good. Balance, all right? We're looking at balancing these sacred energies within us, which is something that really we're pursuing all the time, okay? So Spirit, what do we have here for Libra as far as additional messages go? And thank you guys so much for taking the time to investigate this a little further. I feel very strongly that this will assist you in softening this fall, I guess, with the tower coming down, okay? So Six of Wands here is your additional information. That 222 on the timer. It's a little bit ahead, but 222, you guys, synchronicities. Recognition. All right. So Spirit is moving you towards what needs to be seen. And I feel like in you seeing what needs to be seen here, you are also moving yourself into a place. I'm seeing the moon again here in the meditation. In seeing what needs to be seen, with that path being illuminated, others are also starting to see you in ways that you deserve to be seen and you want to be seen. Okay? I love that. Being recognized. You guys are being recognized for the hard work that you are doing. And you deserve that. Ooh. The Star comes in first to clarify your general, the Four of Wands and the King of Swords. Crossing that threshold, this marriage. Okay. I was talking about the Star there as this was your block too. I love how both of those have already come through. Could be having issues with Sagittarius or an Aquarius. Both of those cards are representatory of those signs. A Virgo. Anyway, so wish fulfilled, all right? Renewed hope. Like I was talking about in the blocked energy there, this is about you putting in that effort to connect to the divine, to balance. And you had the 10 of Cups here in your good stuff here, so you are very much moving towards connecting to the divine in that way. I love it, you guys. Let me get some more information here for Libra with the Star. And I feel like this is something that your heart has been leaning, especially if you're here watching this, your heart has been leaning you to a place where it has been asking to be recognized, to be identified for what it is asking for. So this is like a wish come true, right? The High Priestess. High Priestess here is very much, it is the sacred feminine, divine feminine, the unconscious realms, the unconscious. The Empress symbolizes more the known components of the unconscious. The High Priestess here, though, is more of what is not known about the subconscious or unconscious mind. What the moon is talking about here, too. So the unconscious mind particularly is very, very fertile when it comes to manifestation. The High Priestess is actually more adept at manifesting than the magician is, who comes before. And they both marry each other and become the Empress and the Emperor. She knows how fertile the subconscious is, though. It requires this balance, however, of the divine masculine and the divine feminine to impregnate the ability of the subconscious. So what I feel is that you guys are on a very beautiful journey right now, and having the tower come through and what is hidden, I don't feel like I said, this needs to happen one way or the other, but it can really be a beautiful, beautiful transformation. Like this tower is coming down because you're starting to see some things that you can't unsee. You're starting to see truth that's been here the whole time, but for whatever reason, you haven't been able to see. Expansion, pursue bigger and greater endeavors. Yes, you're expanding. Hell yeah. I love this. Okay. So to your good stuff, the Hermit and the 10 of Cups, you have the 5 of Cups that come through as well. So typically this is a card of disappointment, regret. I feel like along the same lines with the Hermit, that energy disappearing, the isolation disappearing because of this connection to the divine. Whatever has, I get a couple things, like whatever has made you feel disappointed here in the past, there are things coming in the form of connection and love that are making this almost insignificant. Like you're always gonna remember things, right? But it's not gonna feel as painful when your heart is full, when you feel fulfilled. This card in particular, she is dumping one of the cups there, like she's sabotaging her own. There's 3 cups that are already spilled, but she's spilling one of the other 2 cups that are meant to be there to help remind her that there are things to focus on, to not be disappointed on. So being in the good stuff here, I feel like you're moving past this behavior of self-sabotage as well. It's this connection to the divine. Having the star come through twice, temperance, it is this balance, this flow. You're getting into a state of flow. Love it. Yay. Oh, yay. Get it, Libra. What other good things do we have here for Libra, please, Spirit? What else can we share? The moon. So you have the moon and Ace of Swords. So that moon that's been chasing you down, like I said in meditation, you are finally allowing it to lead you through and to show you what it's trying to show you, to stop being a puppet to your own subconscious, to your own fears. You are taking those strings of the marionette back. I love that, you guys. Yay. You are becoming your own puppet master. Ace of Swords here coming through. So this is taking courage. You guys are gaining courage. You're learning how strong you actually are. This is not an easy endeavor. If this is a new journey, especially for you, this is not easy to switch. Like I was saying in the general reading, like there is a lot of societal programming and expectation on gender specifically, and that is not something that is easy to just like dismiss when you start looking at the reality of a difference between a gender and what the purpose of that actually is, and what divine energies are and the purpose of that. It's kind of going against the grain, right? It's going upstream for now, but eventually this will become something. As you're expanding, we're all expanding. There are definitely, well, not all, that's not true. Those of us that are expanding, things are kind of splintering off into 2, and especially with Pluto and Aquarius right now, there are some major changes that are happening, and you guys most definitely want to be on the side of expansion. I promise. And if you're here, I would say that you feel that way too. That's why you're here. Any other pieces of advice here? Release grudges, wounds, and pent-up feelings through healthy activities. Exercising feels like something that is important. If you're not doing something to get your heart rate up in a healthy way, well, yeah, maybe that tantra, hey? Okay. Maybe this is something that needs to happen. Tantra can happen even within the self. It can happen, there are many different forms of tantra. But it can happen with a partner as well. It is this unification of the divine energies within ourselves and within others. So maybe look into that. If you have a partner that is willing to also investigate some tantra, and I would recommend not just because like you can even get into like black tantra and red tantra. There's white tantra, pink tantra, gray tantra. And they're all like the extremes. White tantra involves literally never having an orgasm ever again, utilizing that that sexual energy to bring up to your upper chakras, which is a whole experience in and of itself, all the way to black tantra, which is going to be something more like kind of hedonistic kind of sex, okay? Investigate it, you guys. See if this is something that that would be, you would be open to trying. I feel like there is something very beneficial about utilizing that energy in a purposeful way. Okay. So back to what's hidden here, the Tower and the Two of Swords. There's a decision that needs to be made. Oh, guys. The World comes in to clarify that. I do feel like this is a moment where you may feel like your whole world even is crumbling down. But in this process, especially if you are on the side here where you are cognizant of what's going on and what you're doing, going through this process, having this tower fall, the world is now at your feet. You now have access to things that you didn't have access to before energetically. There's a lot of power that comes in completing this cycle, but this is completing a cycle. Oh, I love it. I feel like this deck here. Can we get some more information here for Libra? Six of Wands. So again, that recognition, and then you have Lovers here at the bottom. Masculine and feminine coming together. This is absolutely what this tower, this completion is talking about. I feel like so the tower can come down with this decision. The tower can come down, and you, with this decision, depending on what you decide to be cognizant or to not, are you going to keep running from the moon? Are you going to keep running from what is trying to be illuminated to you as truth? Because there is free will here in this life. No one can force you to do anything or to believe anything. But if you don't make that decision to be cognizant of what's going on here, you'll rebuild that tower is what I feel. And that tower is going to come down again. You'll have to deal with that fall again. Why? Hawaii. Or you can make the decision to be aware of why it is coming down and finally complete that cycle. Get the recognition that you deserve. Recognize yourself for the work that you're putting into that process and allowing recognition to come into your life because of that too. Like a badass, because you are a badass, okay? Okay. Any other information here in what's hidden for Libra? Any hidden knowledge? I like this one here. Awakening, a realization, shift, or discovery. Yes, that's what we're saying. Okay, so on to your challenge here. Addressing what may have been instilled as programming as far as expectations go for gender, all right? And I'm not talking about like gender expression even. I'm talking like quite simply like if you're a man, you are the provider, you're the protector. If you're the woman, you are the nurturer, this or that, whatever, okay? These roles had a reason at a certain point in our evolution. We have evolved and that hasn't, you know what I'm saying? To a large degree. And there is this expectation, I feel this is why this is the challenge. There's this expectation of, for both genders to subconsciously or unconsciously heal the other's lack of access or willingness to allow the other component of that energy to flow within themselves. Men have a nurturing side too, right? They have that divine sacred feminine as well. Women can also be protectors and providers. That is just a short example, but in a lot of situations, there is that expectation and it continues to be placed on the other gender to heal this component inside of the other partner that needs to be taken care of through the self, that needs to be addressed through the self. I feel like that wound comes all the way back to childhood. That is what this inner child is doing. And it's conflicting with the ability to come together. All right? So Two of Wands comes in here to clarify this. This is a need to make a plan to get moving. Like that tower's coming down. And this is the challenge. I feel like you feel the inertia of this, like this is in motion. And you can feel that. But you also, in feeling that, you know that you need to make a plan to change something. You need to make a plan to dive a certain direction here, right? With the tower. Are you gonna fall over here and be crushed like this guy is doing? Or are you gonna leap to, I don't know, there's water over here, an ocean that you can survive through? Hmm? How does Libra work through this challenge? Any other information here for Libra in this challenge? Queen of Cups. That came through as I was shuffling earlier. And Ace of Wands. It's time to get passionate about your own development here, okay? Queen of Cups. This is tapping into those emotions that you are protecting. This is definitely going to be a more sacred feminine energy, that nurturing, healing kind of energy. But being in the challenge, like getting through this, what you have to do is become vulnerable to yourself with your inner child. And that allows you to become vulnerable with others. If you can't access that component of yourself, then you can't ever go beyond a certain depth of connection. Okay, celebration. Good times come from hard work, time spent in good company. This isn't easy work, but doing it allows you to, like I said, yeah, time spent in good company. You're able to start connecting in ways that you never have before that are extremely meaningful and start to bring more depth and meaning to your life. Pay attention. Look out for signs from the divine. Acknowledge red flags. Watch out for that tower. So the energy you need, temperance is what came through there. Three of Pentacles. That did come through with wisdom, gained through experiences or from a wise counselor. I felt that, like the Two of Wands coming through here, needing to make a plan. Some of you may benefit. I mean, I feel like everyone would benefit from a counselor, but you may benefit from a counselor. This is working well with others. Finding that flow, finding that balance. If you don't know how to find that within yourself and you need some help in figuring that out, that is beautiful. There's nothing wrong with that. We are not born with a tool belt full of tools. If you want to learn how to do something or get through something, you have to gain that knowledge somehow. It isn't just natural, especially depending on what's happened in childhood. You may need some extra help. God knows I did. Holy shit. And I'm glad that I went out and got that help. My God. Still be floating around here just falling from towers. Spread your wings. Confidence that leads to freedom and growth. Be confident in your growth too. And patience, manifestations are on the way. Don't let anyone else make you feel bad for you taking the time to dive deep into your own experience and to figure out what in the hell that actually means. If you think that anybody even me, I'm sharing what is coming through here, but do not ever take what somebody is saying to you as truth, like just accept it because they've told you that, no matter who they are, including your own damn ego. Question everything. This is truth, but I also still encourage you to question it, process through it, see what this means to you. Okay? So the energy that's blocked there, you had the Star. You have the Ten of Wands coming through this here. There is that need to connect, to balance. There's a need to release some weight here too. I feel very much that this is the expectation, whatever's connected to what your expectation is how you have presented here in this realm. It's time to let that go. Keep going on your journey and take with you what you want to take with you. You get to decide, all right? I know there may still be friction with how people may view you, especially if you decide to express a balance of energy within yourself that is not what somebody expects you to be. Well, that's their problem, you know what I'm saying? You do you, boo-boo. Passions and strength come through here. Determination, perseverance, and self-discovery is what we're talking about. Don't be afraid to fail. Follow what makes your heart happy. Oh, I love that. Tie that up in a nice little bow. Exactly. Follow your heart. Screw everyone else. Unless they're supporting you, right? It is your head on that pillow at the end of the day. And this is your experience here. This is your book that you're writing. You get to truly be the author. You get to be the one who is investigating what it means to be you and what it means to be us, to be a part of this experience. So examine that, you guys. Really start diving into that. Okay? I love you so, so much, Libra. Thank you for joining me here. And please have a beautiful, beautiful week. I'll see you all very soon. Bye.